it can be a bit confusing and you can feel lost if you relocate to the UK and things are not really clear because you're not getting enough information. That's all I kept hearing. Everyone kept asking me, are you okay? Are you alright? Hello. Hey. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Honey Cooks. So if you recently moved to the UK or you've been in the UK for about a month now, I think this video is for you, so just keep watching. When I relocated to the UK, I think that some of the things that people highlighted because I watched other YouTube videos, but I think other things were not mentioning. And personally, I am just going to be sharing things with you that you should do if you get into the UK. So, a lot of people relocate to the UK from Africa and from other places as well. And as you know, going somewhere new comes with a lot of challenges and expectations as well. So I have just put this video together just to highlight some of the things you should do if you have moved to the UK recently. The first thing I am going to be talking about is changing your location. Yes, that's the first on my list. Of course, you have moved from where you have usually been, you have relocated. So I think this is the very first thing you should do. Probably immediately you get to the airport. I think that's how fast I changed mine. I changed my location immediately I got to the UK at the airport. So yeah, why not? Now, changing your location on your phone would just better help for a lot of things, which I am going to be mentioning in the subsequent points. But I think that the top of the list should be changing the location of your phone. Now, after you have changed the location of your phone, I think the next step would be to download useful applications. Now, you see why it is important to change your location as number one, because there are certain applications that do not work or may not be available in the country you are coming from. So it is only when you are in this country that those applications will be available for you. So yeah, download useful applications. And mind you, Google should be one of those applications because it is very useful. I know why I'm saying that, but yeah. I will probably link down below in the video useful applications I think you should download. But yeah, of course, every is basically a preference. So some applications may be beneficial to me and may not be to you. So just go through and you decide what you want to download. Now, the third thing I think you should be doing when you get to the UK is going to collect your BRP. Now, what is the BRP? It is the Biometric Residence Permit, which I think the UK government is looking at changing the whole process of collecting it, I think, as at when I came in. So I will leave the link of the UK government in collecting your BRP in this video, and then you can look at it as well. But yeah, it's basically a card or a permit that allows you to be in the UK. So it's more of a very important document that you need to go for. And where do you go for it? So prior to applying for your visa, as part of it, you have to fill in an address of a nearest post office to where you're going, where you are going to collect your BRP. So yeah, I think usually when you get to the UK, in about 2 to 3 weeks, your BRP should be in. So you could go to the post office where the address of the post office you input in your visa process and go for your BRP. So yeah, BRP is one of the things, collecting your BRP is one of the things I believe is very important to do. Now, after collecting your BRP, the next thing I think you should do is to provide your employer with your proof to work. Now, The proof to work is also like a link. You're going to just fill in some forms on the gov.uk on a site, and they are going to send a code to your employer, basically just to prove that yeah, you can work. Yeah, so that's it. So I think the next thing, which is like the fourth thing, is to provide your employer with your proof to work. Now, I don't know if it's the same for students, but I don't think so because students are not really working, they are coming to study. But I think this apply for any and everybody who is coming to the UK to work. Another thing I will talk about is getting a SIM card, right? That is so obvious. Like, I mean, why would you want to get a SIM card? You've moved here, your SIM card back at home may not really work here, or you may not be able to use it for calls. So it is only right that you get a SIM card here to be able to contact family and friends and to be able to get internet connection, I believe. So yeah, getting a SIM card is also very important. Now, depending on the reason why you came, it will lead us to the next point, which is preparing to write your OSCE and writing your OSCE. Now, if you came here to study, obviously you have to be preparing to start your lectures. I mean, visiting the school, getting your timetable, and getting familiar with the school system. But if you came to work or if you came as a nurse like I did, then yeah, the next thing you would have to do is to prepare for your OSCE. Now, the last and final thing I would mention or I'm going to talk about is getting rest. Do not forget, all these things can be very, very tough on you because you're trying to adapt to a whole system change, the weather changing, transportation, a whole lot of change. So it can come at you very fast. So I think you should not forget to take rest when you need it. Settle in and take rest. I think that will be my final thing or the final thing you should be doing when you get into the UK. These are the things I believe if you're new in the UK, you should do. At least, I think in the first month, you should be able to do all these things that I have stated. Of course, this is not like a Bible or something you should live strictly by. Everybody's situation is different. So do what works for you, and most importantly, do what makes you happy. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please share this video. Please like, and of course, comment. Let me know if you've recently moved to the UK, or if you've been in the UK for a long time. What were the things you did, and just so that others could learn from it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.